Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to the very first video on this channel, Dema Plus right here. In this channel, we're gonna be doing like IRL content, vlog content, day in the life content. But yeah, today we're gonna be doing a Q&A. I'm gonna be answering your guys' most asked questions in this video. So yeah, I asked my Discord and I asked my YouTube community to ask you some questions. And yeah, let's get straight into it. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I think we're getting pretty close to 100 subs, so we might as well hit that. And also, please let me know some ideas down below in the comments and things you want to see. I think I have a day in the life video planned, but besides that, I don't really have too many ideas right now. So if you guys could leave me some ideas down below in the comments, that'd be very, very well appreciated. But enough yapping, let's get straight into it. All right, so the very first question that we have right here is, what made you start content creation? Okay, that is a great question, and I honestly get that one a lot. So I've always actually been into content creation. I have like a lot of old channels that I'm hoping that you guys don't find, but I've always been very, very into content creation, honestly. Since I was like 6 years old, I was always like edit stuff on my phone, and I would just make like little stupid songs, and I would always be recording on YouTube. Like, I have a past on YouTube. I've always been on YouTube, but I never thought, like, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber kind of, but I never thought I would have revisited doing YouTube the way that I'm doing it now. Basically, what made me want to start doing content creation as of recently was how it started, honestly, was Draven Empire. Like, I visited Draven Empire for the first time in like 2023, and after a few months of just grinding the game and getting a lot of money, I just realized kind of like I was spending so much time on the game. I had a lot of cool friends and I had a lot of cool cars, a lot of people that I knew. And I was like, you know what, let me just start recording stuff. I think my very first video it's deleted, but it was a firework thing that they did for like I think it was 2023, December 31st, 2023. That was my first video. And then I started recording stuff like car meets, and I was like, I spent so much time on this game, I might as well just make some content, you know, get some like actual like content out of it. I don't know, it was just, I was very passionate about it, and that's really what made me want to start content creation, honestly. And then from there, I fell in love with it. It's definitely my huge passion, and I've been going crazy. Like, I've been grinding as much as I possibly could. So yeah, that's kind of what made me want to start content creation. But yeah, never thought I'd be doing content creation for a Roblox game. Kind of crazy. But yeah, let's get into the next question. All right, next question we have is, do your parents know about your channel? That is a pretty good question, and yes, my parents do know about my channel, and they are very, very supportive. I've told them like a lot of things, like I don't want to go to college, I don't want to do this, and they obviously want what's best for me. And you know, it's a little bit more difficult with Hispanic parents. If you guys know, you guys know. But yeah, my parents are definitely super supportive. Shout out to my mom. But yeah, let's get straight to the next question, okay? So the next question we have is, what editing app do you use? All right, so the editing app that I use is CapCut, guys. I use CapCut. It's just the simplest. I have thought about switching to like DaVinci Resolve or something like that, because I do have a better computer now. And in a period of time, I did kind of want to upgrade my editing, but I'm not really too much worried about my editing. I'm just trying to push out as many videos as I possibly could, and hopefully one day get to a blessed enough spot where I could just have an editor, and that would just make my life a lot easier. But yeah, editing app I use is CapCut. Honestly, bro, do not limit yourself. You can do so much on CapCut. You really just have to put time and effort into what you're editing, but you could do a lot more than people think on CapCut, all right? Okay, next question we have is, how did you come up with starting your YouTube journey, or who motivated you, or who inspired you? Kind of the same thing as I said. It was very, very random. I don't even really think, like, I don't even remember the thought process behind making content. Like, my first video was just like literally steep peaks of Noble, fireworks, car meets, just recording the most random stuff ever. It was just really just kind of documenting what I was doing in the game. That's really my whole thought. Who motivated or inspired you? To start, no one really motivated me or like inspired me, honestly, but a few people that definitely do kind of motivate me or inspire me, like at least back then in time, was definitely Game Time Kyle and It's Matrix, like big YouTube Draven Empire legends back then. But to like motivate or start, that was just completely on my own. I just kind of wanted to start recording, and I did, and here we are, boys. So yeah, I love all of you guys. Okay, so next question we have is, if you could give 3 pieces of advice to any content creators starting out, what would they be? Also, what brand do you want to see added the most? Okay, that's a great question. So first, 3 pieces of advice to any new creator starting out. I think this is number 1. A lot of people always ask me, well, how do I start? Or like, you know, I don't have any video ideas, or like they just overthink a lot. My number 1 piece of advice I would just say is start. Don't overthink it. You don't need the best equipment. You don't need the best of anything. When I started doing YouTube, I didn't overthink it. You know, it's obviously a lot more complicated now. Thumbnails, you know, oh, I want this video to do good. Title, thumbnail, you know, stuff like that. It's obviously more like of a business now, even though I do still love what I do. But just don't overthink it. Just start. That's the most important part. If you start, you're already ahead of a lot of people. Just start. That's probably my number 1 advice I could give. Number 2, it's very basic, but people say it a lot. It's be consistent. Consistency will kill everything, bro. But yeah, consistently doing something, bro, you will always beat someone, bro. Like, hard work beats everything, all right? And honestly, last piece of advice I would give is just be unique. You have to stand out, bro. In a very saturated, you know, let's say you want to be a Roblox YouTuber. Everyone is a Roblox YouTuber nowadays. So you have to stand out. You have to be unique. You have to come up with new ideas. You have to really think. Give it your all. Give your effort. That's really the advice that I would give. And also, what brand do I want the most? I'm going to say Ferrari. Yeah. That would be the brand that I want the most. Bugatti is very cool, But like, just imagine if we had all the Ferraris in game, the amount of like the spectrum of different cars that we could get. You know, like you think of Bugatti and it's really just mostly hypercars, but if we had Ferrari in the game, we could talk about SP3 Daytona, 488 Pista, 812 Competizione. That's probably the one that I would want most in the game. And I want BMW pretty bad too. I want Bugatti, but I wouldn't say it's in my top 2 right now. But I'd probably say, yeah, I'd say Ferrari or BMW would definitely be the one. I'd say Ferrari or BMW would be the brand that I want the most right now. Okay, next question we have is, what's the story behind the channel name DemaPlays? So I do get this question kind of a lot, and honestly, just to kind of shorten it, Plays is just something I had to add because I couldn't get the original name. If I could, I would. But DemaPlays, basically, I just combined the first 2 letters of my last name and the first 2 letters of my first name, and that's just what I got. When I got a PC for the first time in 2021, I was playing a lot of Fortnite, so I wanted like a very sweaty Fortnite username. And I just came up with that. I'm like, what can I do? So I was just really thinking. I was trying to like, you know, be unique and not look anything up or steal anything. And then I was like, wait, so I'm going to just take the first 2 letters of my last name, which is DE, and the first 2 letters of my first name, which is MA. And I just combined it, and I got Dema. And I was like, whoa, this is actually kind of fire. And it's unique. I've never seen anyone else with that name. So yeah, that's kind of how I got it. And yeah, let's move on to the next question. What do you eat a day? That is a great question. And that is all over the place. I'll be super honest. Some days I'll wake up, I'll have enough energy to like make some eggs, have some coffee. Some days it'll just be a sandwich. Some days I won't eat at all. But honestly, bro, what do you eat a day? I kind of just can just put one simple answer for that, and that is whatever my mom makes, all right? That's really just about it. Next one we have is, where do you live? I live in Florida. Obviously, I live in the United States of Florida. Super, super hot here right now. It's like, bro, it's like 94 every day. It actually sucks. And it's been kind of rainy too. But yeah, that's where I live. I live in Florida, for anyone asking. Next question we have is, do you have a car? And if not, what would you like to buy as the first car? That's a great question. I do not have a car. I am working towards getting a car right now. But yeah, I don't have a car right now. I'm working towards getting a car. What I would like to honestly buy as the first car, bro, honestly, just anything that's just good and reliable. I want to get myself maybe like a Honda Accord, like 2010, 2012 Honda Accord with like under 90,000 miles, preferably. Just honestly, just any car that I can just honestly take to the gym every day, honestly. Okay, next question we have is, what is your dream car garage IRL? All right, guys. So let's say in a world, right, where I have infinite amount of money. If I could have all the cars, like, I'm gonna just think off the top of my head right now. I also have it on my board right now. All right, this is gonna be a long list. All right, guys, I'm warning you. 2019 BMW M5, 2019 BMW M5, Ferrari SP3 Daytona, 488 Pista, Huracan STO, Lamborghini Aventador SVJ, Aston Martin Valhalla, Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport, Ferrari SP3 Daytona, 812 Competizione, Lamborghini Revuelto. Like, if I could just have any car, like any type of car, Pagani Zonda Cinque, Pagani Huayra BC. I mean, I would just have so many cars, honestly. And the Audi RS-Q8. Oh my god, I need that as a daily. Ooh, and the 911 Turbo S and the GT3 RS. I know there's a lot of cars, but if I just had infinite money. But yeah, if it had to be like 5-car garage, I would probably say Audi RS-Q8 for my daily, SVJ as like my supercar, Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport for my hypercar, and then, oh my god, I would get the SP3 Daytona, and then I would just get like a truck, like a Ford Raptor R or something like that. That probably made like my dream collection. I'm missing a lot of cars, but like if I had infinite money, my car collection would not just be like 5 cars. It would actually be like 35 cars because I love so many cars. But yeah, let's move on to the next question. Next question we have is, what video made you popular? That's actually a really good question. The video that actually really boosted for me was actually very luckily my second video, and that was the best cars for each race video. That video gained a lot of traction. It got like 20K maybe in like a month. I don't really remember how fast it got it, but it blew up significantly more. That was my first video. I think it had like 26K. I haven't checked it in a while, but that video did really, really good for me. The best cars for each race video. I guess a lot of people weren't doing it back then, or I don't know, but I did it at the right time, and that video went like that. So that video, I feel like, definitely got my name out there, and people started actually just knowing who I am. So I would say that video definitely made me like popular. That first gave me the like a little bit of a big boost. Like people were like, whoa, who's this? You know, a good amount of people see that. So I would definitely say that video made me pretty popular. Last question we have here is, do you actually drive the cars that you buy and drive an Empire? That is a great question, and the answer to that is kind of no. Not really. I mean, we're just at a point right now where there's so many cars in the game. I just kind of get any single car that's like semi-fast, so that I see my inventory when I'm scrolling, and I just click on it. That's really about it. I probably don't drive like 90% of the cars that I have in my inventory. I just have them just to have them. So do you actually drive the cars that you buy and drive an Empire? Besides like maybe a same rotation of around 10 cars, maybe, or 5 cars. Like, I would honestly just switch it up for car meets, but besides that, no, I really just don't, honestly. Probably about like 2% of the cars in my inventory I honestly end up using. So yeah, that's the answer to that. But yeah, guys, it's gonna be pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know some other ideas down below that you guys want me to do, day in the life videos. I don't know, maybe a try not to laugh challenge. I don't even know, something IRL, whatever you guys want to see from me, let me know down below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. All right, let's try to get this channel up to 100 subs. And yeah, I love all of you guys. Shout out to the Demo crew. And yeah, it's gonna be pretty much it for today's video. Have a good one, everybody, and bye.